This matchup's taking place in Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. We have relatively clear skies and some sun for today's game between the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Texas Longhorns. Hi, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler, and I'm joined today by Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. Aaron Andrews is with us today as well down on the sidelines. Happy Halloween, everybody. Let me tell you, the spirits are flying high in anticipation of this one.
Texas looks up to this young man as their playmaker on defense. He is a very complete player. He's able to rush the passer or stop the run. And I think his play today will be a big reason why this defense will do a good job of slowing this offense down today. But as far as we know, the game is played with 11 players, guys, not one.
And that's it for our pregame. Now let's take you to the coin toss. The kicker's got the ball set up, and we're ready to get this thing started. Kicks it off, and this game is underway.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm bringing y'all a new segment called I forgot.
They'll start this drive at the 20.
I really did. I forgot. But anyway, the segment is called Was It Safe to Say? This is the first installment in this series. If y'all, the viewers, love this series, I will continue to bring out more. But this is the first segment, so the series will be called Was It Safe to Say? Was it safe to say, excuse me. Was it safe to say Nebraska's move to the Big Ten from the Big 12? Was it safe to say that was a good move, or was it a bad move? Certain critics would say yes. Certain critics would say no. But you can't hide the fact that this is all my opinion. In my opinion, I think it was bad. But, you know, opinions vary. But, this year, 2017, marks the 5th year of this move from the Big 12 to the Big 10. So, Nebraska will finally be equally financially footed in the core of the Big 10 schools. The school's annual revenue from the conference could well swell between $40 million to $50 million a year. Such a figure is astounding compared to the 4 years ago when the Big 12 paid NU $9 million. Also, from this move, the University of Nebraska, they gained full ownership shares to the Big Ten's network, which is about, between all the schools, it's estimated to be between $1.3 billion. But, you know, Nebraska agreed to wait 6 years to gain full share of the Big Ten revenue. It received $14 million the first year, $15 million last year, and received no more than $16.9 million this year in 2017. Each figure roughly $10 million short of a full share. So that's just a little financial background and a little current update in the situation. But the reason why I'm making this video is because Nebraska Cornhusker fans, you guys, I know it, I miss it. Y'all miss the Big 12 rivalry games, which right now what y'all looking at is a Big 12 rivalry game. I mean, who would rather want to see Nebraska Texas or Nebraska Wisconsin? Not to throw no salt at Wisconsin, but Nebraska is born and bred in the Big 12, and to me this move was just pretty much based upon money over the university, because to me the university suffers badly because of this, because recruiting has fell completely off the radar. I mean, Nebraska was recruiting top 10, top 5 recruiting classes almost every other year in the Big 12. And since their move to the Big 10, they're getting classes in the high 20s. I think that was the lowest one I've seen, on up into the 40s. So, it's taking a hit. Also, Nebraska is one of 10 Power 5 teams to have 800 wins or better before they moved. So, it's okay right now. With Mike Riley in his third season, they're sitting at 500, 4-4. That's not good in Nebraska's eyes. But, hey, what can you expect? Their all-time record is 893 wins, 376 losses, and 40 ties. Their bowl record current to this date is 26-27. They have a combined 5 national titles. 5 national titles. They've put out a couple of Heisman Trophy winners in Johnny Rodgers in 1972, Mike Rozier 1983. Look at the big boy run. And Eric Couch in 2001. Now, here's their rivalries before they move. Before they move, their rivalry games in the Big 12 were Iowa Hawkeyes, Oklahoma Sooners, Missouri Tigers, Colorado Buffaloes, Kansas Jayhawks, and Kansas State Wildcats, Texas Longhorns, and the Miami Hurricanes. Now, all those last couple of ones I said, they're considered dormant because they haven't played since this move. And if you're a kid and you want to go to Nebraska, how can you pitch rivalry games? It says, their rivalry games in the Big 10 is just Wisconsin and Minnesota. How can you pitch that to a kid with huge eyes that, these are rivalry games and these are the upper tier, in rivalry games? Or could you pitch Oklahoma, Texas, Missouri, Colorado? Can you pitch the ones that made them who they are today? Because I would think these other games, rivalry games from the Big 12, would be a lot better. But no, you can't pitch that, So to me, I really think that recruiting suffers behind it. It could be bad. It could be good. I don't know. We don't know. Nebraska's first, I think, 2 or 3 seasons, they had a winning record and got a decent bowl. Because I'm a Georgia fan, we played Nebraska twice, 2 years back to back. They won one, we won one. But also, they almost made it to the Big 10 conference game, championship game, but, they were beat out by their so-called new rival, Wisconsin. But, it is what it is with it. I would rather see things go back to the old ways. If Nebraska really did do this for a money grab, I don't think it's going to pay off because your program is losing recruits. Your program, the Big 10 might say they're going to pay you all this money as the years progress. And I think who's ever in charge over there, you signing a 6-year deal before you get full revenue from the Big 10. I think that was a bonehead move because if you look at over the years, their coaching staff has been subpar. It's really have taken a hit, if you ask me, because like right now, that's why he's on the field to make plays. Right now, you got Mike Riley, which isn't bad, which isn't good. We do not know anything about him. He still has to prove himself. He's done so-so, but I don't know. I'm assuming he will get fired at the end of this season. But here's a stat right here. Okay.
Ball on their own 38.
Here's a stat right here. Tom Osborne, he was the coach from 1973 to 1997. He had 25 seasons with the Cornhuskers. He had 307 games total, 255 wins, 49 losses. Best coach in Nebraska history. Some people might say no, but statistics does not lie. They really don't. Now, if you fast forward, we'll go to the Bo Pelini era. Bo Pelini, 2003 to 2008. He had 7 seasons, 94 games total. He won 67 and lost 27. And guess what? He was fired. Mike Riley, 2015 to present. He got 3 seasons under his belt, 34 total games, 19 wins, 15 losses. Winning percentage is .559. He will be fired. So, if you cannot afford to get these coaches, and might I add, I still think they're paying Bo Pelini his buyout, which is, I don't know how much money he's owed, but he's owed money. So you're still sucking money out of the university. Fans are irate. They're not showing up to the games. They're showing up to the games, but they're not showing up to the games, if you get what I'm saying. So since all of this went final with Nebraska and the move, January the 2nd, 2012 was their first ever bowl game as a Big Ten team. So they played South Carolina and they lost 30-13 in the Capital One Bowl. The next year they played Georgia. They lost 45-31 in the Capital One Bowl. The next year they played Georgia again and they won 24-19 in the Gator Bowl. So it's, and we all know what Tennessee done to him last year. So it's just, to me, I don't think this move was good. I mean, they've put out some NFL players over the years, but as of right now, to me, this move was bad. And we'll leave it at that for time restraint. I don't want to get too far into this. This is pretty much, like I said, this is the first installment. If you guys like it,
ball on their own 43. They come out in a nickel.
There will be a lot more into it. Like I said before, I'm not a YouTuber that can dedicate huge amounts of time because I'm a truck driver, so I don't have to. I really don't have time to do it. I have time, but then again, I don't, because you got to work. You got to balance work between family, between this and between that, and sometimes it just doesn't work out, people. But I hope y'all like the first installment. There could be more down the pipeline. We do not know. The only people to determine that would be y'all. I mean, you can leave it in the comment section. You liked it, thumbs down. It doesn't matter to me, but your feedback will be important to me as to how we progress with the series. So, yes, please leave a comment. Say it sucks. You suck. It doesn't matter. We got thick skin from Georgia. But, anyway, that's going to wrap this one up. The first segment, Was It Safe to Say, featuring the Nebraska Cornhuskers out of Lincoln, Nebraska. So, till next time, peace.